I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, died a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light.
It's Tier
I just
2
wanna see the
showtime!
light.
And they're on in a race time. But I know which way to go, left or right. It's all eyes on the Ferrari. Stylo has done the impossible. This is the move. This is the moment.
And that puts in Rapture on the podium.
But it's this man who comes home victorious. It's Red Bull. It's the Reds who win. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another round of Moose Racing League action. Oh my golly gee, I am so excited to be joining you guys here tonight for the Grand Prix of all Grand Prix. We're in Vegas. It's time for Carnage. Welcome to Tier 1, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Punju, and I am so excited to be joining you guys here for a great race. Let's get racing, guys. Holy smoke and rolly. Are we gonna have fun or are we gonna have fun? I truly cannot tell you enough just how much I love this racetrack. Even though I know so many people say like, what are you talking about? It's got so many problems, this and that, and poop and a pat. I think it's the best. You're gonna love it because I know the racing is gonna be freaking baller. Get ready for some action, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get going into this race. But before we get into this race, let's go ahead and take a look at this track map as we learn some very important information about Freddie being drunk while he's driving. We love some drunk driving only if it's in a video game. For 3 amazing overtaking opportunities here going into turn 14. You got one coming out of turn 1, and you got a big one coming out of turn 5. Those are your big 3 opportunities to make some moves here. And there were 2 DRS straights, of course. One coming out of turn 1, 2, 3. I always forget. So awkward. Coming out of turn 4, excuse me, because they compound corners. And of course, in the one that's on the main back straight down the strip of Las Vegas. What's up, Edge? What's up, Sketchable? How are you guys doing? Welcome. Are you guys ready for some action, guys? Tier 1's gonna be crazy. We've got just absolute bonkerinos, I guarantee you. We should see some people drop down, potentially even into the 29s here tonight in this qualifying session. So get ready for some action, ladies and gentlemen. We actually already got some drivers out there on track. So let's go jump over there and say hi to these guys that are out there on track for qualifying. We're for qualifying. How's everybody doing today, ladies and gentlemen? Excuse me, by the way. I'm so sorry. I quickly just set in one thing. Up real fast. And from... Okay. We're gonna have a lot of fun, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We've got a couple drivers that we obviously need to watch tonight for some absolutely incredible racing. I think we're gonna see some especially good racing out of this guy right here, Drix, who's obviously one of the league's most winningest drivers of all time. He's had a bit of a rough time the last few weeks, this season in general. Hasn't really been putting in the kinds of Drix level performances that we're used to seeing. But he can do it when he can do it, right? So we'll see what we got. Zyro's going down and putting a 30.2 with a great start for his qualifying so far. Good banker there from Drix, but it's not good enough to be much faster than really anybody. It's only going to be a 4th place position just behind his teammate, ADF. Sebi says, yay, turn 1, Tier 1. What's up, Sebi? How are you doing? The Williams of Uquate jumping into reserve. We got anybody else who's... Oh, Cookie is back, ladies and gentlemen, here in the pits right now for the Mercedes team. We're gonna have lots of fun, guys. And then Edge, of course, looks like he's reserving up into Tier 1. Cloud always looking like a good favorite to do well. Obviously, after last week, he's looking like he's a real favorite to do well this week. So we shall see how he does. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up our race results from last week. Of course, if you guys missed it last week, we had an incredible race. It was nothing like any other one. Of course, it was Cloud with the win. Freddie Rizal in 2nd, Supplier after in 3rd. Freddie honestly had a shot at that win. I'm still kind of, you know, it was crazy I didn't win it, but he kind of had a bit of a throw. So we'll see if he can have a better race tonight. He's currently sitting in 6th. So he's going to want to go in and do a little bit better, of course. Andy, of course, also had a phenomenal race last week. He was one that I was watching very, very adamantly. And I think maybe tonight, maybe his night as well. Who knows? All these drivers coming into the pits. Anybody on a hot lap? He's like 4 heads on a hot lap. No, he's not. He's getting ready for a hot lap. Doing a little bit of wiggling and jiggling. Getting ready for it. How's everybody doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Are you guys ready for some tier 1 action? Or what? Or what? Are we ready or are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are we ready or are we ready? It's gonna be great. Qualifying always ends up giving us some good stuff. Ooh, City of R looks like he's just joined in. We hear some tire screeching coming down the main straight. Let's see what this start adds to show for Mr. Magical Forehead. Starting a lap here, he goes down his way into turn 1. Big break in there just at the 100-meter board where you see the curbing start on the right side. Keep it quick and fast through the entire corner so you can maximize speed through the entire corner. Still flat out here. Maybe a light lift, a little blip of a lift. Take it ready. And he's back into it. What's going on, Kamau? How are we doing? Good to see you. Magical Forehead breaking down just before the 50-meter board. Keeping it tight. Again, you gotta be really careful there. That is like really common spot for people to lose their wings coming off that DRS straight into turn 5. It's very sketchy. But if you do just fine, then you'll end up getting some really, really good time actually out of that corner if you can really hug it tight and be smart about your exit. Down to the Venetian corner, I call it, because that's the Venetian. And all the shops and city lights of Las Vegas. A little bit deep there, I would say, for Magical Forehead. He usually wants to jump over that curb, obviously, going on to this main straight. That's turn 13, if I recall correctly. Going on to the main straight, but of course, it looks like he went just a little bit deep on his braking, so he wasn't able to fully get that result that he wanted into that corner, but it still will not hurt him too bad. Though, of course, the exit of that corner is arguably the most important exit on the track, as Cloud is a 30.118, and it's only going to get faster, ladies and gentlemen. We will see a 29 tonight. Big cut over the middle curve right there for Magical Forehead. And power out. Here he goes. Magical Forehead trundling down. Looking pretty quick here. Is it going to be fast enough for not provisional? 31.0. It's actually not that fast. Or 31.1, excuse me. Not quite as good as I think he knows that he's got in him. So he's going to have a lot of work to do to go any faster. Supply Raptor, though, that's somebody we always know has a shot at being up there at the top of the timetable. But he makes a big mistake coming out of the big strip, coming out of the strip straight. The egg mistake there for Supply Raptor. It's going to lose him a little bit of time. I bet you it'll be a 31.2. I lied to you. 30.5. Oh my god. With that mistake, that's a 30.5. Ladies and gentlemen, what does this man have in store for us tonight? What does he have in store for us tonight? We're going to see, I think, some special stuff from Supply Raptor if that's the pace he can get. While making mistakes, Edge now starting a lap here in Tier 1. Reserving up 2 tiers from his Tier 3 dominant space. DRS flap is open and he is flying. Looks like he's taking it pretty easy so far in this qualifying session. I don't see like a hardcore push mode from Edge right here. It looks like he's just being smart. Cool, calm, and collected. Which I think is the move, especially for your banker. If you push yourself too hard at this racetrack too, it will bite you. Every single time. It will absolutely get you. It will make you regret your transgressions very quickly. So you have to be careful about just how much you push. Edge flying down into turn 14. Cuts the curve a lot better. And good power out. That's going to help him out for his lap. I think we're going to see a 30.927. We're going to call a 30.927. If we do get that right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go to the convenience store right after this and buy a lottery ticket. 30.927. Just kidding. Looks like a little bit slower than that, but I may be able to save myself just a couple dollars. Yep. 31.666. Actually, quite very much so on the slow side right there, comparatively to the rest of Tier 1. Though it does make sense he is Tier 3 right now. So obviously him being on the pace would be kind of bonkerinos. Up the top is Cloud. Cloud looks like he's got a toe that he's going to be giving to his teammates today. Backs out of it. Look at Sene go. Look at that. Some teamwork in the papaya garage. You don't see in real life, but you do see here in the virtual area. Good move right there from the two McLarens. And Chuby will go in. Sene will about to set time. And he does go a lot faster. Look at that. Up to fourth goes Sene. Wow, what a lap from him. Zyros now getting a tow from his teammate. But the tow is a little bit, it's one lap too early. Zyros is on an out lap right now. That's tough. His teammate being Ferrari Nut, who also is on an out lap. So both these drivers not really going to benefit from each other whatsoever. Teamwork not really working out quite as well in the Alpine garage as it was in the McLaren garage. Really good, actually, from the McLarens. Zyros. Wow, just kidding. It was not on an out lap. Don't know why it said he was. That's a 30.0. That's a disgusting lap time, ladies and gentlemen. That tow helped a ton for sure. And how will the current championship leader, Cloud, respond? That's going to be an interesting one. He's not going out of the pits yet. Boss Cookie is out of the pits, though. He makes a bit of a mistake there. He's on an out lap, so it don't matter too much. Don't matter too much at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're watching Mr. Boss Cookie. I was about to call him Cost Bookie. That's definitely different. Mr. Cost Bookie. All right, Cookie on the start of the lap. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to go racing. He is one that I obviously, really want to do watch for the rest of the night tonight. I think he's got a shot and a pretty good result. He's had a bit of a tough season so far. Obviously, he's missed some rounds and stuff like that. So, he's gonna want to have a good result tonight to be able to come back to any sort of reasonable standings position. Let's go ahead and pull up the Tier 1 standings so we can give you guys an updated look as to where everybody's at. Currently, right now, the championship leader, of course, is Cloud. And lead with Chuby behind him by just about 30 points. Andy behind that by another 25 actually. And Supply After's right there with him. So Andy has 72 points, Supply After has 70. Chuby has 99, and Cloud currently 126. This guy right here, Boss Cookie, was once one of the most dominant drivers here in Tier 1, is now down in 11th in standings. Only 22 points, very tough. Very tough for sure. Sketchable says pain. Sketchy, why are we in pain? It's not looking that bad. Someone who's not in pain, though, is this guy, Boss Cookie. Let's see where he's at when he comes across the sector marker right here. Oh, a bit of a mistake there. Oh, barely touched the wall, actually. He is up 1.8 tenths, which could put him up into, like, a P4 range, just in front of Drix. Assuming he keeps it clean, cool, calm, and collected for the rest of this lap. Drix looks like he's going into the pits right now, so I'm just seeing him on the map. So let's see what Cookie can do here in the final couple corners. Big chicane. Ooh, look at that. He's really pushing here. Oh, really pushing. Pushed himself straight into the wall. Wow. How he made it out of that without any sort of damage is crazy. He's going to go ahead and finish. No, he's not going to finish the lap. He was thinking about it, but he decided not to. Yeah, he had some pretty big mistakes in that lap for sure. He's going to have 2.5 minutes left to go of this session. Let's see what he's got. What do I think as to why pain? Because you're sitting in 16th. I mean, you can get up. You can move up from there. The session's still young. Yeah. You got time. You got time. Someone who's currently trying to better their time is this guy right here, Mr. Minico. Passes his teammate Freddie Rozelle on the track right there as he dives his way down into turn 5, excuse me. Minico, not on for a personal best right now. He's actually 300s down from his best time, so had a bit of a rough Sector 1, but his Sector 2 and Sector 3 can be significantly better. He could improve if he keeps this thing locked in and get some good results here. Minico, flying down the Vanish corner. Ooh, what a snap into that corner. Looks like a pretty good exit too. Boss Cookie has retired from the session. He is done. That's the most he's going to be able to get. So he's called it quitsies. Looks like his car wasn't able to get in the pits and ready to go quick enough. So he's done. Cookie Bessie will have a 7th. Here goes Pinnacle, flying past McLaren, who's weaving to get their tires warmed up. As we got just over a minute left of the session, but only just. It's like a minute and 5 seconds. And Pinnacle flies out of the second last corner right there, coming down the final straight. That makes a little kink to left. And there goes Tsuchubu, their first 29 of the night. Pinnacle does not answer, but he does answer well with a 30.823, just barely in front of his teammate. But that's only one position better than where he was at prior, so not massive improvement for sure. Andy right here, of course, always one you want to watch as well, so let's keep an eye on him. But Freddie Rozelle, he is one that has a shot at this pole position, in my opinion, and he's about to get a phenomenal tow from his teammate right here. Look at this. Tons of speed. That definitely helped out for sure. Have to be careful on his exit. Really nice exit right there from Freddie Rozelle, using literally every single centimeter of the racetrack to get the maximum amount of drive out of that corner. It cuts all over the curb, but not so much to invalidate. Man, this is looking nice and tidy from Freddie Rozelle. He's got to keep it as such, though. Otherwise, this phenomenal lap will turn to heartbreak very quickly. It's only at a blink of an eye that it can all go wrong, and this is usually the corner that will kill them. But he does a good job here. Very clean. Cool, calm, collected. Needs 2 tenths up. Puts him at risk for 30.6 to move himself up into like that 8th place position. But if he can get, you know, 7 more tenths out of that in the final sector, that'd be incredible. I don't see how he does it, but if he could, technically, he would have a shot at a pole. But yeah, at least there's a shot, in my opinion, at a top 5 to get himself into that 30.4 range. Cloud goes and does a 29.970. Not better than the current pole sitter, though. Very important to mention. So Cloud will not have pole tonight. Freddie Rozelle coming down the line right here. 30.5. Not quite good enough to get into that top 5 range. He is 8th, like I had mentioned. Pretty good lap, though. Very good lap. ADF is doing a little bit better as well. Drix is... This is the last attempt he's got. Let's see if he goes any faster. His teammate ADF did not go much faster. He does a 30.608. That's all he's got. Drix coming down the line, along with a couple drivers in front of him. They do not improve, but does Drix improve? No, he does not. He bets at 4th. Zyros will not improve either. Supply After will not improve either. Magical Forehead, he's the last hope for improvement, and he won't do it either. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done with qualifying, and it's Tsuchubu on pole. The man who's in 2nd place in the championship usurps the current championship leader for pole position here tonight. And that's going to make a difference, I think, in the hearts and minds of all those on this racetrack. If I was Cloud, I'd be like, okay, hold on a second. This guy's got some pace for sure. So Cloud's going to have to look out for sure. But Cloud is obviously, you know, going to be one to try to get advantageous to make a move down into turn 1 on the opening lap to see if he can get that lead early, quick, and done with. Though this is a racetrack with lots of overtaking opportunities. So even if he doesn't get it done, it is nowhere near over at that point, ladies and gentlemen. Nowhere near over. Oh, yes. Give myself a little stand bug. Sometimes you just gotta shake it out, you know? And get ready for this amazing race we have ahead of us. It's gonna be a good one. Let's get ready to go racing, ladies and gentlemen. Tsuchubu on pole. Cloud in 2nd, Zyros in 3rd, Drix mixed 4th, and Sene rounds out our top 5 with Supply After, Boss Cookie, Freddie Rozelle, Yiquate, and ADF making up the bottom 5 of the top 10. Behind that, it's Andy in 11th, Mods in 12th, Simon in 13th, Miniko in 14th, Sketchable in 15th, Friday in 16th, Magic Fort in 17th, Edge in 18th, and City of R, unfortunately, with last place qualifying time, reserving up from Tier 2. Edge, though, notably, faster than City of R by 3 1,000ths of a second, and they're both reserving up tiers. So Edge, though, reserving up 2 versus City of R reserving up just 1. Interesting. Wow, Edge. Ooh, what a qualifying from Edge, actually. That's really quite impressive. That is quite difficult. But he does it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me some predictions. How many safety cars are we seeing here tonight? I say 3. That's the guess for me. 3 safety cars. You guys give me your best ideas, best shots as to how many you think we're gonna get. But I'm saying 3. I think 3 is a pretty fair estimate, pretty good guesstimate. You know, it's unfortunately quite likely that we see 3 or more. Oh boy! Get ready, guys. Get right. I'm drinking some Red Bull because I know this is gonna be crazy. Oh yeah. I got the big one too. How much caffeine does this thing have? It always feels like it's not enough. Dude, 114 milligrams. That's kind of weak sauce, isn't it? Anybody here have a massive caffeine problem? No? Okay, we're just not airing our addictions on live stream. No? Okay, cool. You guys lame. But what's not lame is this race that's about to happen. We got 3, 4, 5 lights are on. We're about ready to go racing, ladies and gentlemen. And they are off, and it is race time. We are go, go, go. All these drivers get a good launch right here. Tachubi trying to get a better one. Cloud is going to take the inside line. It's going to be a dive. No, it's not. He decides to stay back, surprisingly so. And he keeps it calm. Oh, my gosh. There's some carnage. Of course there is. It's turn 1 at Vegas. Yep. But that's it. Honestly, not that bad. Pretty good. Supply after Minico swapping for positions right here. Just getting match before. Supply after losing all the time. 10-second penalty with collision for Freddie Rozelle, who is where? Down 12th? Oh, man. Yeah, Supply after must have had some serious crap go on with Freddie. And that's what dropped him down. Tachubi, Cloud, Zyros, Sene, Minico make up the top 5. Drick's losing some positions as well. He's now down to 8th after starting in 4th. I wonder what exactly happened to him. But Magical Forehead is up 11 positions, and City of R is up 10. What in the world did we miss while we were looking at the leaders? That is crazy. How are these guys up 10 and 11 positions respectively? What did they do? That's amazing. Wow. Oh, hey, you know what? We'll definitely be seeing it in the post race for sure. Minico up 9, Edge is up 7, and we got people like Boss Cookie, Equate, ADF, Mods, Simon down so many positions as well. That's a little bit rough. Andy and City of R make a little swap going into the final corner, or going at the end of the strip straight into like the 4th to last corner, that little chicane. Tachubi, of course, the fastest lap, currently leading the race, staying up front and looking strong. Looking dominant here today. Magical Forehead, Supply after making a bit of a swap right there. Forehead takes the inside line. Supply after, nothing he can do about it. Forehead up 11 positions, like I mentioned. Now he is on medium tires. You can see the yellow walls of those Pirellis. But it's going to be a move right here from Supply after, who's going to want to get it done. And Magical Forehead will just say, yeah, go ahead, let it happen. Let's do a little leapfrog and keep ourselves in close proximity with this top pack. Currently, nobody fully really out of DRS range. I mean, Sene is like on the edge of it. He's a second out. And he's on the edge of it. He's 1.2 out. But they're not fully out of it, you know? They'll just have to probably dump a little bit of energy to get themselves back into it. And speaking of which, Sene looks like he is dumping some energy, but looks like it may not be enough. A bit of a lockup from Zyros in front of him. Doesn't get the best exit out of that corner. And he may be counting his lucky stars right there. We'll send in because I think that's going to be good enough for him to get DRS. Supply after, though, will not have it. He has burned all the energy that he's got in that tank. And that means Magical Forehead is going to see him as a sitting duck. He's already blinking. Already vulnerable. The pass won't come quite yet. Looks like Magical Forehead is playing the patience game and not going to go for anything silly quite yet. He says, I'll wait. My opportunity will come. Looking back behind. Filtering through all the drivers. Nobody making any big mistakes, but Mods way out of this thing. Sketchable and City of R making a swap right there. And Freddie Rozelle also getting caught up in it as well. So, wow, it's a nice little tight act up the front here, or up in the mid pack here. In this P10 through 13 range. It's very tight, actually. Edge, though, really far off his teammate of Andy. And that means City of R is going to have a shot at making a move on him pretty soon. Wow, the two reserves that are coming up from tiers, Edge and City of R, are doing great right now. Both up 8 positions. Phenomenal spots for them to be in 10th and 11th, both points-paying positions. So, really, really impressive job from both those guys to go and throw down some good results so far. It's obviously not over yet. We're only 3 laps deep at a 25. But you never know, just how much that's going to make a difference once you start getting to safety car range. And I think those are coming sooner than later. I hate to say it. Minico and Sene look at neck and neck here for the 5th place spot on the track. DRS train is 9 strong. Andy and up. Supply after, though, kind of getting bunked out of it. And he's going to get himself a 3-second. Magical Forehead Easy pass right here. He says, thank you very much. I'll make a big send. Call today. That's wonderful. Oh, actually a little bit deep there on the brakes with Magic forehead. He's kind of lucky as the Pirate had a bit of a bad exit there. Otherwise, that could have been an undercut right there. Sene and Pinnacle swapping positions. Pinnacle now up 10 and is in 4th. Wow, what a start from him. Cloud and Tachubi still duking it out with Zyros just behind them. So it's a P123, pretty strong right here for sure. FRT, FVR, TF10. So many esports names. Yellow flag in the back. Oh! Oh! What happened here? Cookie and Freddy. Okay, having a bit of an on-track disagreement. Whatever that may be, I'm not sure, and I'm not going to contemplate on it. I'm not going to speculate. I'll let Stewards figure that one out later. We missed the start of that one. We did not miss the end, that's for sure. Whoopsies. Back up at the front. The fight continues with Tachubi leading down Cloud. Now, of course, Tachubi needs this win. Like I said, he's sitting in 2nd right now. He's right here in the championship standings. He's definitely knocking on the door. He's only 30 points down. And that seems like a lot for sure, but there's 5 more races if you include this one. So it's a lot of time to get, to gain 30 points. That's 6 points a race. Tons of time. He has Cloud have 1 bad race. It's like a, like a 2-pointer or a no-pointer. And Tachubi doesn't have any of those. He only gets, podiums or better. He's within a legitimate shot to challenge him by the final round or 2 for the championship. So it really truly is anyone's game at this point when it comes to this championship. And right now, obviously, these 2 guys are our current favorites, Cloud and Tachubi. Cloud currently leading, of course, that championship, but maybe not for long. You never know. Tachubi's, he won't be able to get it done today. Today, there's not enough points for Jeopardy for him to be able to make that, overtaking the championship. Even if Cloud had a 0-point race, Tachubi would still be in 2nd. But the gap will cut down immensely. Cookie goes into the pits and he retires. Oh no. Uh-oh. That's a very quick retirement from Cookie. Don't know exactly what happened to him, but maybe that collision with Freddy Rozelle gave him some permanent damage or something. Who knows? Back a little farther down. Supply Raptor. Oh, and forehead. Having some disagreements with the wall now, not themselves. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Weird. Well, Supply Raptor is ahead of it, so Supply Raptor doesn't care that much. He's staying up in 6th with a 3-second penalty, or maybe it's more. 10-second penalty. Oh yeah, I remember he got that penalty for the collision early on. It was a bit of a silly penalty for sure. Andy's gonna make a move, and Drick's gonna stay behind, and no, hey, my move is coming in late. If I'm just chill here, he knows it's on its way. 5 laps down, ladies and gentlemen. 20 more to go. Tachubi still leads. Cloud in 2nd. Cyrus in 3rd. Miniko in 4th. Sene in 5th. Supply Raptor in 6th. Out of the top 6, only 1 driver has moved positions, and it's Miniko. And he's up 10 spots. It's a massive, massive game for Miniko. Let's go ahead and take a look at our tires that everybody's running tonight. Softs and mediums and hards all the way up and down the grid, of course. A nice little smorgasbord of everything. Miniko on the mediums makes sense with how much he's gained in terms of positions. Many of the drivers, though, on the hards are relying on a no early safety car moments. The hard part is, like, if you get a safety car, like, right around now-ish, and you're on the hards right now, dude, it sucks. You have nothing to do. You have to make a 2-stopper at that point. Then you have to go medium, right? There's like literally nothing else you can do. So these guys are definitely now in that window where they're like actually praying for safety instead of chaos, because if they get chaos, they make out the worse for it. Probably worse than basically anybody else. Like, they're in a terrible position. So these hard runners got to get lucky and make sure that, and obviously hope that a safety car doesn't come. The medium runners will want one in about 3 to 4 laps will be ideal for them. And there goes a move from Supply Raptor on Sene. He's going to have it done and dusted pretty easily. There's a yellow flag in the back. Oh, no, it's Mods, I think. No, it's not. It's Freddy. Doesn't know how to get out of this. Has to be careful. And he does get out. Oh, man. Oh, and Simon. Oh, no. Everyone's crashing now, ladies and gentlemen. We got a big yellow flag. Oh, we got more. Sedan Drix. Oh, supply after 10 seconds. Oh, my gosh. Everyone's getting 10 seconds right now. What is going on? And we are having crashes all up and down the grid. That is crazy. Where did those come from? What? Also, Tessa, you say Monster is your number one? Interesting. You like Monster over Red Bull? Hey, you know, everyone's got different tastes. I do like Monster. The Monster is good. I've always been a Red Bull guy. Started drinking it when I was still in the womb, you know? When I was in the womb. Well, drinking my Red Bull. Just kidding. That'd be crazy. Imagine my mom drank Red Bull when I was in the room. That'd be crazy. Oh, Freddy's retired in the pits. Dang. Freddy. Oh, man. After such a heartbreaking race last week as well, with a big mistake from himself, now he's here and has another rough race. Dude, poor guy. He just cannot catch a break. Man, that's tough. But now it's down to 17, ladies and gentlemen. The racers dwindle. The laps dwindle as well. We get closer and closer to the end. But it's far away right now, and that's a good thing for Magical Forehead and Andy, because that means they just get to fight for a little bit longer. Big pass for Magical Forehead here coming down the strip straight. Sene breaks the positions up right behind Supply Raptor. Drix wants to get advantageous here. Looks for the undercut. Doesn't quite get the drive, but it was a good attempt right there from Drix. And it's going to go ahead and go in. 6 laps deep into these tires. Early pit stop for Drix. I wonder if he has damage. Oh, he does. That right front you can see is very broken. Drix is going to get a fix here. Not just new tires, but also fixed up wings. So he's taking the early pit stop. He's probably going to put on some hards. And so let's make these boots last a while. No, he goes fresh mediums. Okay, he wants to make some ground up. And doesn't change the wing. Oh, I do not think that was on purpose. I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think that was on purpose. I think he wanted that wing to be changed. I'm pretty sure he wanted that wing to be changed, and he had it on auto, and it did not change it. Which is crazy, because it literally was missing the entire end plate. But it does not change. And neither does the lead of the race right now, guys. It's still Tachubi and Cloud leading the race, with Zyro sitting back in third, and Minico there hanging out, very much so relevant, in fourth as a Ferrari driver. Right behind. Look at that, man. They're all on top of each other. Probably Drake's the only driver to make a pit stop. 20 seconds of penalty now for Supply Raptor. Oh, Tachubi and Cloud swap. It's finally happened. And so the leapfrog begins, ladies and gentlemen. And so the leapfrog begins. McLaren versus Red Bull, a rivalry as old as time. Comes not only in the real life world, but also to the virtual stage here in Tier 1 for Moose Racing League. And it is going down between Tachubi and Cloud, two phenomenally quick drivers, both of them respective in rival esports teams. These guys know how to take it to each other for sure. Still Tachubi in second. Cloud in the lead. After the swap last lap, I bet you they'll swap again. It's just going to push Zyros farther and farther and farther away if they successfully swap consistently. And so slowly gap out Zyros, you know, quite potentially at least, right? So Zyros has to be careful to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. And Minico, of course, also needs to make sure Zyros isn't making any mistakes, because Minico's almost at the fate of the driver ahead of him. Minico, though, is making mistakes himself. He's down 9/10 away from Zyros. That's a bit of a bad exit there, coming out of the front hoof, as I like to call that part of the pig track that is Las Vegas. Once you see that the racetrack is shaped like a pig, you will literally never be able to unsee it, because it's so uncanny how close it is to a pig. It's hilarious. I call that the front hoof, and the start-finish little foot, the back hoof. So if you ever hear me refer to things like the nose, the tail, the back, the belly, the hoofs, think of how it looks like on the pig, and that's correct. Cloud not making a move here on Tachubi. Or sorry, Cloud not trying to defend it from Tachubi. Excuse me. Tachubi goes and gets right back up in front. Zyros holds down third. Minico still fourth. Andy 1.6 seconds away now. He's starting to lose that a little bit, but he's holding off Magical Forehead brilliantly, who's way far behind him, 6/10 away. And behind that, it's Supply Raptor 6 seconds away. Is this 4K stream quality? I am using the maximum quality that I have available to me for sure. Oh, there's a big penalty for Supply Raptor. Another 10 seconds. 30 seconds of penalties for Supply Raptor. How many get served right now? 10 will get served right now. That's crazy. Well, that last one was all in his own doing. He will not be able to get that one removed for sure. New wing as well. Oh, man. And now he finally gets out there. And he still has 20 left to go. They're from silly collision penalties that gave him 10 seconds on collision penalties, which was kind of crazy, I'm going to be honest with you. It's a known Vegas glitch. And, yeah, it's crazy. Is this for... Well, also, by the way, Pete, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Kamal says you always complain. You're willing to help. Yeah, Kamal, tell him, right? Kamal, how we doing? Yeah, exactly. I don't know how we got that. The second one, I didn't see the collision. The first one, I did see it. It wasn't 10 seconds worth, obviously, right? But it's those ones where it's like, if you barely even touch the person, when it's like the yellow flag here at this racetrack, it'll give you a 10 second. Oh, Cloud was going to move for it, but he decided not to very late. And that's messed up Zyro's behind him and actually giving Zyro's almost a move on the inside. There goes Tachubi down to the pits. Okay, and an early pit stop for Tachubi going for the undercut. Same thing with Pinnacle. Very smart. Definitely needed to go in with his leading counterpart right there. ADF, though, deciding not to go in and take the undercut. I don't know how I feel about that. I think ADF probably should have gone for that one. There goes Tachubi, good exit. Pinnacle just behind him. You can see these guys coming out of the pits. We're watching this pit battle because this is going to be really important. How do they do here on this outlap? They have a little bit of traffic behind them, but I think they're going to be pretty far ahead of Ferrari to make it not a problem. Yeah, they will be. Look at that. That's Ferrari right there. He can't even see them. They're already to the corner. So Ferrari not going to be a problem for these two drivers. The Ferrari of Pinnacle and the McLaren of Tachubi are going to be in clear air and able to make some moves now on their big undercut. 10 laps on mediums. And now they go for the rest of the race on hards. It's a long haul they had got ahead of them. But if they get a safety car, they'll be able to put on a new fresh set of mediums and take them to the end if they're, you know, if they're after like lap 17-ish. It's really good. Lap 15, it'll do. Here goes Cloud in the top, holding on Zyros. The two leaders right here with each other. Zyros obviously was in third. Now inherits second because of the pit stops from Pinnacle and more importantly, from Tachubi. But he sits behind. Pit stop from Magical Forehead. ADF does not pit either. ADF still out. Hold on a second. I don't agree with this one. ADF should have got in by now, for sure. He's taking it long for sure. Magical Forehead puts in some mediums. Calls it a day right there and says, yeah, it's good enough for me to push on the net. I want some new tires. Smart. Pinnacle and Tachubi are right behind Yaquate and crew. Only 3 seconds away. That's leaving it long for ADF. He really wants that safety car this lap. That's what he needs. But at this rate, it doesn't look, you know, that likely, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, the real spot where it can happen, honestly, is in my opinion, coming into the nose of the pig track map. The next big corner up here. Where we just see these guys trundle through. Andy right there, currently sitting in the podium spot. ADF leading a little bit of a train. This is the spot where you could get a safety car, but it doesn't happen. Yeah, Tachubi and Pinnacle are catching up to the back of that pack massively. They were at like 2.5 seconds at the beginning of this lap, and now they're at like 1 second. Dude, yeah, they're flying. They're absolutely flying. These guys are very much so in within a good shot. Pinnacle doesn't have a spot yet for it. Undone. Zyros. Oh, he must have had a problem. Yeah. What happened here? Ah. Do we see any damage? Oh, this Alpine. I don't see any damage in the Alpine. It's looking fine, but Cloud now 2.5 seconds ahead. Big difference there. There goes ADF finally going into the pits. And look at how much he's lost because of the late undercut. He's lost so much time in position. I mean, he's obviously trying to make those mediums go a little bit longer, so his hards are going to do better in the final couple laps of this race. And I get his thought process behind it too, but I think the undercut would have been more worth it for sure. Senivar just behind. We'll be able to see him and maybe start hunting him down, but you know, obviously it's a fresh tire versus fresh tire battle right here. Senivar on 2-lap old hards and ADF on brand new ones. Sitting right here, sitting in 11th. Of course, the ones that we're really looking at the most is Tachubi and Miniko. With a Equate in the middle, but not for long. Equate been taken out of the equation. Yeah, you got it. Right here, Tachubi, Miniko, just behind Edge and Andy. Some of the last people to go pit is these top 4, plus the Equate and Ferrari Nut. And Edge is going to be a sitting duck right here for sure. There's nothing he can do to defend it. But his question is, will both get by him or just one? It's going to be Tachubi for sure. But I don't know about Miniko. Miniko's going to want it. Miniko's going to really want it. He's going to go for it. Big send right here for Miniko. The Ferrari driver does make a lunge. Oh, and Edge turns in a little bit early there. And they have a tiny little bit of a disagreement on the racetrack. Edge will be going in the next, 3 or 4 laps for sure. But Tachubi and Miniko are hunting down their competitors right now, ladies and gentlemen. Cloud is in a world of hurt with this overcut. World of hurt with this overcut right now. He is getting undercut so hard by Miniko and Tachubi. But remember, Miniko and Tachubi are almost certainly going to have to make another pit stop. That strategy screams two-stopper to me. That early, when they went in, screams two-stopper to me. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the vibe that I get, right? Are you guys feeling that as well? Still in it. Zyros is losing lots of time to Cloud now. He was like 2 seconds off, and now he's 3.5. So something's up with the Alpine driver for sure. Andy is staying very relevant behind him as well. He's just 1.6 behind. Tachubi's now gained a full second on Andy this lap. That's crazy, dude. This dude is flying right now. A little farther back, the only driver on mediums right now, Drix RL, sitting in 9th. Having to make a bit of a recovery driver, so he did have some damage that did not get fixed as well. So he's gonna have to wait for one more pit stop, and then he'll get a shot to go and fix that damage. He's gonna lose a position right there to Sene. Yeah, nothing he can do there. He was a sitting duck for sure. Down the start, down the strip straight. There's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can do. Drix just lets it happen. That's the way to do it. There goes Andy and Zyros both into the pits. Zyros opting earlier than Cloud. Now, this is the real question. When Cloud goes in, will Zyros be 3 seconds or more behind him? I think it's just the worn down hard tires are just really getting him. And he's like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. I got to go in. Will he have 3 seconds or more? Or will it be less than that? Because if it's less than that, that means that the undercut has worked for Zyros, which I'd be shocked if it doesn't, because it did look like he was struggling pretty massively on those hards. So for Zyros not to gain in a scenario like this, I mean, it just feels impossible. It feels like it's inevitable that he will gain, Also, take a look at Tachubi at the top. Look at him go. He's 13 seconds behind Cloud. 13 and a half. This pit stop is much longer than 13 and a half seconds. How also have we not had a safety car? What in the world? How? The Equate's lost 2 positions right there in the straights. Tachubi's gained even more time. He was 13 and a half at the beginning of the straight. Now he's 13.1. And he's about to catch up to a lapped car of Mods. Oh, man. Poor Mods. Supplier for an edge swap positions. Dude, I mean, this undercut, man, it's so gnarly. Like, Tachubi and Miniko gained an ungodly amount of time on Cloud. Ungodly amount. Like, That's a huge gain with that undercut. So now Cloud's got to be looking in his mirror thinking like, am I screwed? You know? Like, he needs a safety car, like, right now, basically, right? If he gets a safety car this lap, Cloud is the luckiest person to walk the face of the earth. Because it means he can go in, put on mediums, get to the end, stay in the lead on the start. That's what he needs. Does it happen? I doubt. In fact, look at Zyros right here. He's only 4 seconds behind. Of course, he was already originally sitting in third. Now he's down to fourth. He's lost about 5 seconds to Minico from that undercut. So he lost quite a bit of time. I'm just wondering what's going through this guy's head right now. What's going through Cloud's head? Is he thinking like to himself like, dang it, man, it just didn't work? Yeah, he's gonna go in. There he goes. Cloud flying out of the pits now. 11.6 seconds between the two. Between himself and second. This is a longer than 11-second pit stop, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a question of by how much. It's not the longest pit stop in the world. It's pretty quick later. He's already out, but there goes Tsuchubi and Minico. They've flown by. What about Zyros? Does Zyros, remember Zyros was 3 seconds behind. Zyros is now ahead, and it's just been like 4 laps. Look at that, 2 laps, dude. 2 laps worth of undercut was 8 seconds of time. Unbelievable. Yellow flag. Oh, between these two guys, but nothing happened. I was so ready for it, dude. I was ready for some absolute insane cinema. That would have been incredible. If we just had a moment right there in a crash, right after Cloud goes in, it would be insane. But Cloud is on those fresh mediums now. He out there. He's got a lot of work to do. He does have an extra set of mediums, though, so if another safety car does come out, he'd probably still pit right now, even though he's on brand new ones, just so you can guarantee that he's got, like, fully clear nice ones. Once you're at lap like 18, 19 as well, you can take to the softs at the end, and they're actually pretty good. They last for a surprisingly long time. Ooh, there's somebody crashing the back. Simon. I wonder what happened here. Maybe just a bit of a mistake. Minico. Tsuchubi fighting it off. Cloud makes a pass on Zyros. Yellow flag in the back again. It's still Simon. Oh man, Simon's just having a tough time. His tires are fully cooked. Yeah, he's driving very tilted. You can see it. Yeah, if he's not careful, he will cause a safety car. So he's got to be careful. In fact, dude, how did I freaking call that? How did I call that? How did I call that? How did I call that? How in the world did I call that, dude? Is that a virtual? It's a virtual. Oh my gosh. I thought we just got a full safety car and I was about to freak out, man. I mean, look at him. He's driving so reckless. He's so tilted. His car's super broken. He's going to go into the pits and retire. Look at him. He's not even trying to turn. Yeah, he's not going to make the pit entry. He's so tilted. He's not... hold on, guys. We got to watch this. He is lapped, though. He is lapped. Uh-oh. There it is. We got a penalty, ladies and gentlemen. We got a big penalty. Simon has retired on track right at the start-finish straight. Luckily enough, his car will not cause a safety car. But wow. Rip. Yikes, indeed, for sure. Tsuchubi Minico don't care, though. They're still sitting in the lead. They're doing great, but Cloud is only 3 seconds back. What was like a 10-second undercut has been chopped in half, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at the pace difference. 2 tenths in a single freaking corner. Cloud is flying, ladies and gentlemen. Minico and Tsuchubi are looking in the rearview mirror, knowing that there is a biblical onslaught coming their way in the next 2 to 4 laps. and they're going to have to put on the defense of a lifetime. It's not going to be your normal kind of defense that's going to be able to make this race won or lost for Pinnacle or Tsubi. No, it's got to be elbows out like you're rugby playing for a championship. You got to be fighting harder than the people fight for the Stanley Cup in their American Civil War type ass hockey games. This is going to be some crazy defense, and the only way that Pinnacle and Tsubi will be able to hold on to this lead right now over Cloud, because look at the pace differential. 2.2, 2.1, 2.0, 2/10 done in a single corner. Cloud is looking feisty, and I guarantee you this is about to be the fastest lap of the race right here, ladies and gentlemen. He is charging down, but he's not going to have the DRS help, which means that these straights are where he loses lots and lots of time. So it's not going to be guaranteed at all that he finds himself in a good position. He's still going to have to do a really, really good job for the rest of this race. He's got to cook through the corners, but that's 3/10 right there on the chicane. I mean, 4/10, excuse me, with the exit. Look at that. Look at that overspeed. He is burning a lot of energy, though. He's definitely running himself dry, but he does go for fastest lap at 32.9. That's crazy fast in the middle of a race. Edge and City of R are fighting it out right here in the back chicane. Uh-oh. Whoa, that was close to a safety car moment right there. Yaquate will walk on through. Look at that. Yaquate says, thank you very much for Edge making that little mistake right there. I will go ahead and get up there, and he goes and puts himself up into 10th. Good spot for him. Back up at the front, though. It's still Cloud on the onslaught. 1.7 behind. I mean, he could have the DRS before the next straight. He's got a shot at it. Realistically, there's a shot. Ooh, there's some inter-team fighting between the Williams tries. Yaquate and City of R, they end up swapping positions. Yaquate gets through. 4 lap old mediums. Those things are fast. He is absolutely flying, just like Cloud. 1 second, it's going to have DRS. Cloud is going to be on it now, ladies and gentlemen. And these guys are swapping positions as well. Yaquate, Edge, and City of R all having a nice little fight together. Behind them is Supplier after very old tires as well, so he's not going to be very relevant. Big lock up there from Yaquate. Coming down to the front hoof. Not enough to make a difference, though. Cloud, 9/10 away. Just barely out of the DRS. He will not get the flap open. His flap stays shut. Pinnacle, though, opens his up. Looks for potential movement to Tsubi. Not going to be there. Tsubi burning off enough energy to hold him off. Pinnacle has to stay behind and stay patient one more lap. But again, they need to remember to themselves, like, hey, if we fight, we're just letting this guy catch up even more. And they can't afford that, you know? They cannot afford that. They have to be very, very careful. Andy sitting 6 seconds behind. He's sitting in 5th, though. He's in a really good spot. Magical Forehead is chasing him down as well. It's a little 2-person pod right there for 5th and 6th place. Sene leading off of ADF. Sene is kind of in no man's land. So is ADF. Yaquate, though, does have a fight with Edge behind him. I don't know what happened to City of R. He must have had a bit of a mistake. He's down into 12th, so unfortunate for him. But it's still a points-paying position. Supply after, obviously, 20 seconds worth of penalties. So, oh, Edge. Looking for a move, maybe? Not going to have it. Back with the front. It's the Cloud, Pinnacle, Tsubi, Zyros show. Zyros has always just kind of been tagging along on there, but he hasn't been the most relevant out of all of it. Originally it was Pinnacle who was sitting in that 4th place position, and now it's Zyros. And Zyros, I think, he has a shot of good position. Look at Cloud right here with a good run. Putting the fear into Pinnacle for sure. Pinnacle's gonna see that and say, okay, hold on a second. This guy's really flying now. I gotta be a little careful. And they do. They all need to be careful here. Pinnacle 7/10 away from his next closest compatriot ahead of him, that being Tsubi. But he's burning some energy. He's saying, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Yeah, you can see it burning off a little bit right there. Burning off a little bit. He just wants to get a little bit farther ahead so he can make sure that he's not within, vulnerability of an overtake from behind. And he's cool to stay in second. Doesn't need to move yet. He knows, hey, I got time. I just hold these guys off behind me, make them burn up their tires a little bit more. It's going to start to even out into the advantage level, in the next 2 or 3 laps. That lap 23, 24 is when it's going to really even out. But look at that outside line right there from Cloud. He looks for an advantageous spot. He's going to make an inside line right here. It's going to be a big dive. No, he doesn't. Fakes out Pinnacle, but Pinnacle doesn't bite. Goes for the good acceleration. Doesn't quite have the grip. And has to lift off here. Man, this scrap is scrapping, ladies and gentlemen. Get your popcorn. Get ready for a fight. We got a good one here, fighting for 2nd place, and it's Cloud with the move. And Pinnacle gets a little bit late on the brakes, taps the left rear of Cloud. Zyros looks to get advantageous, doesn't have the opportunity to do so. Pinnacle not far behind. No damage. Made out very lucky in that exchange for sure, but Cloud is fighting for the win now. He is just behind Tsubi, his championship rival at this current moment. Tsubi needs this win to be getting any bit closer to this championship. But if at this current rate, Cloud looks inevitable. He looks unbeatable. He looks like the one that had it done before the helmets even went on and the viruses came down. Minico trying to do something about it, though. He's 3/10 out behind. Actually, closer than Cloud is to Tachubi. The ERS burn is coming soon, I guarantee. Are they saving? Tachubi will hold this lead going into the next corner for sure. Minico will hold himself right here as well. He's going to keep saving energy. Big lift early to charge up even more. Now the strategy game starts, ladies and gentlemen. It's mind games here. It is not going to be a straight up dogfight. No, it is going to be a battle won in the minds. It's going to be a battle that is fought entirely between the walls of your ear canals. I guarantee you these two drivers are just thinking to themselves, how can I outsmart this guy in front of me with a different strategy of how I burn my energy, how I manage my tires, how I do this, how I do that. They got to be smart. They got to be cool, calm, collected, and courageous when the moment comes. And it's Cloud currently sitting in second with Tachubi leading it off still. It's been this fight since the start. We're 23 laps deep in the same thing, but somehow it still feels fresh. We got Cloud just behind. Better tires, better pizza. Papa John, Minico gets a little bit of fight from Zyros, but Zyros doesn't get a chance to get it done. Minico, though, will be really pissed off about that because it's going to lose him out a lot of time. Nice 6/10 off. But will start getting a little bit back here in the front hoof with a good sector. Needs a good exit here, but doesn't have it. Ooh, Zyros costing the two of them dearly from a big send there into turn 5. Minico, this could be out of his reach now. Not quite, actually. Oh man, look at that gap between the two of them in front, guys. Cloud is mounting the attack here. Look at that energy. Look at the yellow bar on his steering wheel. It is fully burning, and so is Tachubi. Tachubi, there's nothing you can do here, brother. It's done. There he goes. Cloud will make the move. Tachubi tries to force him to the left at least a little bit. And it's neck and neck. They're still gonna be side by side. Who's gonna give up the room? Neither will give up the room. It's still side by side here, and they're still neck and neck. Tachubi holds the outside line. Cloud's got the inside, though, and he's gonna have the inside going into turn 1 as well. Tachubi really wants to close him off and make him take the tightest line possible to compromise his tires. But it's not gonna make that much of a difference. Late break coming in from Tachubi, I guarantee you. Cloud has to relent, and the defense is extremely strong from the McLaren driver. Now look for an undercut right here. No, it's a closed door from Tachubi. He shuts the door on that apex. Just absolutely closes it off as best he possibly could. Tachubi, though, down to no energy whatsoever. Cloud got buckets of it. Doesn't dive it. Wants to make Tachubi make a mistake. But instead, he holds the line. He stays cool, calm, collected, and courageous. And look at Zyros looking for his way through as well. Doesn't find a way to get advantageous. But he's watching it all go down in front of him. Look at them. They are just so close on the edge of each other. It's one tiny microscopic mistake between the two of them. And so far, neither one of them has gotten it done yet, has had that mistake. Of course, you're probably thinking that Cloud is going to want to hold off and not make the move until after this lap. But he's going to go for it here. Whoa! And Minico also gets in front of it. Minico, Zyros, side by side here. Tachubi going to have the DRS. Tachubi saved up tons of battery. When did he do that? Oh my God, we're 3-4 wide. Minico gets tapped into the wall. They're 3 wide here going down to the into the back chicane. And it's about to start the final lap. We're not even at the final lap yet, ladies and gentlemen. But it's going to be a huge dive from the McLaren. And I think he's got it. He does. Tachubi holds still. And Minico wants to make a move here. He's going to be pissed about that little wall tap. He's going to go for it, I guarantee you, but still up to the front. It's Cloud and Tachubi. Look at this scrap. Oh, they're side by side going to the final corner, and it's a big break between the two of them. Who was braver on them? The left pedal never felt so scary between the two of these guys, and it's Minico who comes out on top of that exchange. Holds down third for now. It is an absolute dogfight, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we came here to see. This is what we can always hope for whenever it gets as good as it possibly can. Cloud looking for the spot where he's going to go for it. Not going to take it here. He knows his position is at the end. Do you know why this man right here is blinking in front of him? He's on no energy to play right now. He's consistently turning it off so he can gain more and more and more because he needs it all for this final straight. He knows he needs it all. Cloud is just waiting. He's absolutely just waiting. This top four is crazy. Supply have to go take the fast lap, so it's not going to go to either of these four. No extra points for these guys. But they don't need extra points. They just need the win. Who's going to get it? It's really going to be a dogfight for this final one, guys. Miniko's only 3/10 out, and Cyro's only 4/10 out from that. Cloud's waiting for it. Oh, there's some DRS chicken there. Miniko is going to say thank you very much. He loves the chicken in front of him. But it's not enough. Tachubi, close the door. Tachubi does it. He just squeezes instead. It's so far to the left they go. And the McLaren takes the outside line. Look at him go. Tachubi still sticks it. How does he do it? But it's going to be a DRS drag race to the line, ladies and gentlemen. Tachubi takes the left side. He needs it. Cloud will have to go around the outside. He's got to go the long way. It's going to be anyone's game. We don't know who's going to win it until they get through. Cloud does it by 12 thousandths. 12 thousandths of a second. Shut up. Wow. What a drag race to the end. Cloud. Oh my gosh. That's unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable. Incredible, incredible, incredible. What an amazing race from these top four. Cloud, Tachubi, Miniko, and Zyros gave us one hell of a show. And Cloud and Tachubi, it comes down to just the tiniest bit of a difference. And it's settled there. That is a seriously proper race. Holy smokes. No safety cars too, which is kind of crazy. Honestly, kind of wild. Pretty insane. But it was a heck of a race, ladies and gentlemen. What a crazy, crazy way to finish. Tachubi comes out in second, Miniko in third, Zyro's in fourth. Dang. And I'm gonna need some voice lozenges for that one, guys. That was... Whoa. Am I right? Jeez. Look at this happy Red Bull driver at a frozen game. There's no way I don't get to tell you guys the final order. It could only end like that. It could only end that way, guys. Yep. That's hilarious. That's pretty funny. Wow. What an insane race, guys. What an absolutely insane race. I unfortunately can't tell you the final order because my game just crashed. But what a great race that was. Oh my golly gee. With obviously the win going to Cloud, second place going to Tachubi, and third going to Miniko. These guys just put on a heart-stopper of a show, man. That was awesome. I like do need water. Oh my gosh. That was a gnarly one. That was a great race. That was a really great race. Wow. Congratulations to all the drivers, guys, here tonight. What a way. I said, dude, Vegas never disappoints. You know, people will trash on Vegas all day long. I think it's one of the best racetracks ever introduced to Formula One, because have you ever freaking seen a bad race, this racetrack? No. Cinema. Every single time. It's amazing. It's so good, man. That was nuts. That was absolutely crazy. I cannot wait to go watch that one back for sure. Sniper, yeah, so the P10. Congratulations. Well done up at tier 1. Phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. Guys, I am unfortunately going to have to skedaddle and dip out of here. No interviews tonight. That is an absolutely insane one for sure, though. We will be back next week for another phenomenal round. And next week, it's the Vegas of Europe. It's Monaco. People say that Vegas is the Monaco of the US. This time, it's the Vegas of Europe. We're going to Monaco next week, ladies and gentlemen. And if we're going to have a scrap like we did tonight, oh my golly gee, I just cannot wait for that race for sure. It's going to be so good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much already for watching. You guys are wonderful, amazing, perfect, beautiful human beings, and thank you so much. I hope you guys all had a great time watching tonight. I definitely did for sure. I'm glad I got to be here to call a race for you guys. Like I said, next time we're live will be next weekend here on Sunday for Moose Racing League in Monaco. It's going to be a great race, obviously, and make sure you join the Discord so you can catch all of our races when they go live, so you can reserve in the races if you want a good chance to drive here, so you can obviously just go and hang out with the community. It's a lot of fun in there. But yes, thank you everybody so much. You guys are legends. We shall see you guys next Sunday for Monaco. Adios!